Melinda Sordino begins her freshman year at Meriwether High School with a heavy secret weighing on her. Over the summer, she and her friends went to a party, and Melinda ended up calling the police, causing her friends and everyone at the party to socially reject her. Melinda's only friend, Heather, is a new student who tries to get Melinda involved in her schemes to gain popularity. Melinda, however, is not interested in gaining popularity, and she spends much of the time in an abandoned janitor's closet at school. She has stolen some late passes, so she uses the closet as a hideout to avoid teachers she dislikes and painful interactions with her former friends. Her only solace at school is art class, where she is working on a year-long project at school to create various interpretations of a tree. In the school hallways, she occasionally sees IT, a name she has given to her senior Andy Evans, and she slowly begins to face what he did to her. Whenever he sees her, he antagonizes her in ways that make her relive her initial experience with him. She grows more despondent and even ditches whole days of school. Her parents and guidance counselor try to get her to open up about her poor academic performance, but Melinda refuses to speak up to them. However, over many months of painful silence and self-harm, in the form of lip biting and nail biting, Melinda finally admits to herself that Andy Evans raped her at the party last summer. After facing the fact that she was raped, Melinda begins to recover from the trauma of the event. She's worried about Andy Evans' intentions for her former best friend Rachel, and finally tells Rachel what happened to her. While Rachel does not believe Melinda, Melinda begins to feel free after speaking up about it. She takes up new hobbies like yard work and gains confidence in her attempts at creating a vibrant tree for art class. She no longer relies on Heather's false friendship and begins to reconnect with her former friend Ivy. As the school year comes to an end, Melinda is forced to confront Andy once again when he corners her in a janitor's closet. She defends herself and gains the respect of the school, as many other girls have also suffered Andy's attacks. She ends the year by finishing her tree and sharing what has happened to her with her art teacher, Mr. Freeman. Melinda Sordino is a high school freshman, and she is the protagonist in Laurie Anderson's Speak. The summer before starting high school, she was raped by a senior student, Andy Evans. Due to her trauma and inability to tell anyone about what happened to her, Melinda spirals into a dark depression. She loses her ability to speak with ease and can express her pain only through physical acts, such as biting her lips and nails. Melinda's introspection and dedication to her art allows her to grow and eventually sees herself as a survivor rather than a victim. She learns that the only way to counter evil is to speak up against it. Andy Evans is the antagonist in Speak. He is a narcissistic senior in high school who is used to getting his way, either through charm or by force. After raping Melinda at a summer high school party, he continues to antagonize her throughout the novel, showing his inability to empathize with others. He has sexually assaulted other girls at school. Eventually, he gets what he deserves when Melinda defends herself against a second attack and he gets caught. To me, Mr. Freeman, the art teacher, is also a main character because he serves as a role model for Melinda on how to use art to express and deal with difficult emotions. I really liked Melinda Sordino's character. I found that she was a very strong person. Her character was well written, it was strong. Melinda nearly loses that strength completely as she shut down emotionally, psychologically, and verbally. She cannot speak about what is unspeakable pain until she learns from her experiences throughout the school year that she has to dig deep within herself to find the power to go on and to believe in herself again. She is actually considered to be one of the lucky ones because she finds her way back to some semblance of normalcy. Many others never actually recover from such trauma. Another thing I liked about Speak was the theme of conformity. It is a theme which makes the reader think about how we torture each other in the name of belonging. We all must fear being alone so much that anyone who is different is ostracized. Melinda could find no way to conform after the summer party and must hide inside herself to survive. But of course, the memories of what she endured at the hands of Andy Evans and later by her friends doesn't exactly make inside herself much better. She sincerely would like to be one of the conformists, but it is in being a nonconformist, even though it was labeled forced upon her, that makes her a stronger and better person. All in all, what I got from the book Speak is you can't make a difference unless you speak up.